Bueno, estamos en el stand de Zebralution en la zona de audio de la feria de Frankfurt. Estamos con Kurt, fundador de Zebralution.
Buenos días.
Buenas tardes, buenos días. ¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien, muchas gracias. Muchas citas aquí, pero es una feria que me gusta mucho. Pero voy a continuar en inglés.
Of course. Nos gustaría que nos cuentes la historia de Zebralution como empresa y del nombre, que tiene una historia muy particular y simpática.
The background of the company is the music industry. I worked in the music industry, starting in a record shop in 1979, and then I ran a company called Rough Trade Records for Germany, Austria, Switzerland, worked with the Smiths and New Order and the Pixies, and later on with the Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, Justin Timberlake, NSYNC, and all these kind of people. And then the company got sold, and I had to think of something new, and I had the idea that it was time for digital distribution, because like iTunes had just started in the US. There was the first couple of digital stores in Germany as well. So I thought, like, this is the time now, this is what I should be doing, what I should be getting involved in. And also, like, the first question you ask yourself is, after you know what you want to do and what you want to sell, is how do I call this? And my wife said to me, you have to involve your football club because you're such a mad football fan. And the zebra is the mascot of my very small, very sad football team. And I said, like, Zebralution. Zebra solution, zebra revolution, whatever you want to call it. But the zebra is an integral part of it. So that's why we're called Zebralution.
It's great. And then how did you start with audiobooks?
Well, we always had some audiobooks right from the beginning, because like some of music labels had some audiobooks as well. But it was in 2010. It was a combination of the people from Basta Lübbe, the biggest independent publisher in Germany, Napster, the streaming service, and us came together and said, like, why don't we try how audiobooks would work on that platform? And the advantage of Napster at the time was it didn't have a free service, so everything was part of a subscription and no free service. So we did that, and the first results came after 2 months, and we had tried with 50 audiobooks, and we made 10,000 euros turnover with that. So we thought, like, wow, we'll do more of that. And by now we have 60,000 audiobooks we are distributing in various languages, and we distribute to all the platforms. And it's become an integral part of the turnover and the business of the. It's as big as our music part now, which is fantastic.
And which is your role right now in Zebralution?
Well, I'm now a consultant to the company. I've worked for 3-4 years on how the company should be run after I retire. Now I have retired.
But you're not retired. You are here and you are everywhere.
I'm still a consultant to the company, and I'm very busy indeed. I've started a record shop in Berlin as well with other people, and I have a audiobook imprint, which is the home, for instance, of the German language audiobooks of Han Kang, who just won the Nobel Prize, which I'm very proud of, although it's none of my, I can't claim it to be my idea, but it's fantastic. I love it. And so I'm doing a lot of things. I'm studying at a remote university in the UK as well. But I really found a good solution for somebody who runs out the music part of a company and somebody who's running the spoken word, audiobook and podcast part of a company. And I obviously help them whenever they have a question. I know all the historical things. I know most contracts we have. And as well, I work with our team in Mexico on developing Spanish language content and distributing that as good as we possibly can. And that's a lot of fun, and I love going to Buenos Aires, to Bogota, and to Mexico City and Guadalajara. It's really good fun, and it's really rewarding as well, because when we started doing this, first time in 2019, I was in Buenos Aires. I was on a panel, we were talking about audiobooks, and in the whole fair, you couldn't see anything which only remotely reminded you of audiobook. And nowadays, when we have these meetings, people take a real interest. And you know that yourself, the market is developing, people are interested, there's more audiobooks coming all the time, and it's a big cultural change. No?
Thank you very much, Kurt. See you in the next fair.
Absolutely. See you in Guadalajara. Va más o menos.